back.
The found footage subgenre of horror films is very, very weak. Blair Witch came out right time, right place to change the world, and since then there's been very few films to really justify the gimmick. Paranormal Activity was atrocious, and is the only film in which I got the whole theatre to laugh as I loudly criticised it. Creep was an enjoyable film, especially for me as I appreciated its offbeat sense of humour, and it has a finale that haunted me as the credits rolled. As Above, So Below had a few treasure hunting moments that I enjoyed before devolving into a mess of a third act. So I think it's a genre which can barely justify its existence given how many cheap and uninspired films fill its ranks, and as such needs somebody with a vision to help elevate it. Late Night with the Devil is just such a film, and it's a testimony to the Carnes brothers, Cameron and Colin, that they could create such a compelling feature film. I'm sure I'm not the only one to have watched old Johnny Carson clips on YouTube and thought to myself, man, they really don't make late night shows like they used to. So why not take that same energy and throw in demonic possession and pacts with the devil? The story follows Jack Delroy, played by David Dasmalchian, a former radio DJ turned late night talk show host who is duking it out with Carson in a ratings war. He can't find an edge though and is a perennial loser. Even a special episode dedicated to his wife who died of cancer was unable to give him the ratings win he so desires. It's Halloween 1977 and we watched that evening's episode as Jack brings on a spiritualist, skeptic, and scientist who studies the paranormal. His guest amongst the latter is June, a parapsychology expert, and Lily, a girl rescued from a Satan-worshipping cult, as Jack wishes to demonstrate her possession on live TV. Things take a turn for the holy fuck, someone call a priest, we got a live one here, and I can't say anything more, otherwise the Bohemian Grove acolytes that follow this channel will get me. The first thing you noticed in Late Night with the Devil is how it so effectively conveys the sense that you're watching a real late night show and candid BTS footage. This requires the directors to cut back and forth between the glossy made-for-TV aesthetic to a black and white handheld camera. It works beautifully and keeps you fully immersed in the world, especially thanks to David Dasmalchian's ability to be charming in one scene and conniving in the next. He is note perfect and can absolutely carry a film on his shoulders with enormous ease. There is no reason why he couldn't spend the rest of his career as a lead on independent films and a great character actor in big budget pictures. In Late Night with the Devil we slowly see that he is as much possessed as the little girl Lily, but his own demon is ambition and a craven desire to be number one at any cost, all of which is conveyed with looks, a grin, and the tilt of his head rather than so much annoying dialogue. He's the lead actor and MVP and absolutely deserves enormous praise for carrying the film on his shoulders. Now when it comes to faults, I genuinely don't have any to offer. I sincerely believe this is a found footage masterpiece and should be regarded as one of the best of the subgenre. I could criticize the low budget for some rough CGI and monster design, but I personally found Late Night with the Devil to be exceptional as it managed these restrictions with enormous grace, and frankly, some rough-looking creatures are part and parcel of a low budget rather than an objective criticism. The script is tight, the scares increase with each set piece without sacrificing tension, and the big finale absolutely justifies the entire thing with a great mix of horror and drama that is well earned. The eagle-eyed, or really paranoid, viewers like me will be able to guess everything from the opening 5 minutes, but that's not a criticism. The Carnes brothers have a good setup and payoff built into the film, and so I simply think it deserves great praise even if an observant person will understand what they're doing. Conspiracy theorists like a certain Aussie critic who does not, I repeat, does not live in his mother's basement, will adore this film for its Bohemian Grove references and the suggestion that people must sell their soul to achieve fame and fortune. I mean, there are a lot of 33 references in film and television for reasons which make no sense unless the people behind it are advertising that they've done what's necessary to get ahead. Come on guys, it's not that hard to figure out. Now, is Late Night with the Devil objectively a masterpiece, merely a found footage masterpiece, or just a masterpiece in my eyes because it's exactly the kind of film I love? I'll leave that up to you to decide, as I highly encourage you to go see it for yourself. Thanks so much for watching.